Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2020, and here is your video for directions for class today. Okay, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be working on in class. So we have a kind of a continuation of yesterday's assignment. And if we take a look here, we are going to continue taking a look at the origin of the oceans. But before you do all that, make sure that you answer the attendance question of the day. Again, even if you're working ahead, you still have to answer the question of the day. Every day, you have to log in and do that. The activity for the day is actually just one activity. You're going to be writing me a short essay. One paragraph should be sufficient on your opinion about the true origin of our planet's oceans. So you're going to be using a bunch of the resources that I have posted. There's a whole ton of websites, you probably have seen those, posted in today's assignment that you're going to use to help you as you are trying to formulate your opinion on this topic. And then for homework, or to kind of go along with your essay, there are some slides in Google Classroom that discuss these two theories that you're going to learn about today, and that you got an introduction to yesterday. So make sure that you use those to help you with this out as well. And those are slides you can see 15 through 20. Okay, so let's talk about the essay that you're going to be writing. Okay, so the first thing you have to think about is make sure you know the two theories for how the oceans formed. Number one, we're looking at, we call the local source theory, in the fact that the water actually came from within the earth itself and was outgassed through volcanic eruptions in the form of water vapor, which condensed and fell as rain. The second theory is the remote source theory, where we believe the water on the earth came from comets that crash landed into Earth during the period of heavy bombardment about 4 billion years ago. Now, the thing to remember about this theory of the comet ice is that they were hitting the Earth at a much higher frequency than they are today, which is what makes this theory plausible. Because if you think about how many comets actually impact Earth today, it's a far fewer number than what would seem plausible to create our oceans. So just keep in mind that there was a lot of impacts. We're talking hundreds of millions of them every single day during this time of heavy bombardment. So what you really need to do is think about those two theories, educate yourself a little bit more using the resources, the textbook, the notes posted in classroom, and you need to kind of decide what you think seems the most logical. Does it come from within the planet itself? Was it here already? Or did it come from other sources in outer space? It's also perfectly plausible to believe both. There are many scientists who say that neither one of these two theories could have produced enough water, that it was probably two sources of water that produce the oceans on our planet. And you can fall into that category as well. So you really have kind of three choices to choose from when it comes to writing your essay and formulating your opinion. Now, when you are working on this, don't forget I had that optional organizer that we talked about yesterday. Again, it's posted in Classroom. It may help you to form your opinion on the essay. So if you need a little extra help, go to that optional organizer, and that could be a place for you to get some more information on these two theories. Now, when you're ready to write your essay, let me just get out of here. Let me show you what the document looks like. You're going to open it up in Google Classroom. It's called The Origin of the Oceans Write-Up. It looks pretty blank when you first look at this guy. There is a pre-write. It is optional, but I would highly recommend that you fill it in, because this really gives you exactly what I'm looking for in the essay. It needs to have an introduction, which is basically what your opinion is. And then the most important part of the essay is your supporting evidence. since there is no wrong or right answer as to which theory is correct, at least not yet, the most important thing is that you can back up your opinion with scientific facts. Okay, so it's not something like, oh, I like volcanoes, so that's why I picked this theory. That is not going to help support your opinion. It needs to be something that you pulled from one of the websites, the textbook, the Edpuzzle, the optional organizer, the notes, that helps to prove that your theory is far superior to the other choices. Okay, and I'm looking for at least 3 different pieces of evidence. Okay, so just make sure you're thinking about that. And when you're completing this pre-write that you see here, it does not have to be in complete sentences. It's just there to help you organize your thoughts. And then down to the bottom in this last box here, that is where you're going to actually write the essay. Make sure that you use the grammar check, use the spell check, reread your information before you turn it in. If your sentences don't make sense and stuff like that, you're going to lose points. As you guys know, I'm not a huge stickler for grammar and things like that, but if your sentences make absolutely no sense, or you don't like capitalize the letter I when you're using the word I, like you need to, be able to do the basic stuff. So just make sure you're conscious of that as you're writing your essay before you turn it in. Okay, when it's all said and done, make sure that you click the turn in button so that you get credit for your work. And again, this only really needs to be about a paragraph long. It could be 2 paragraphs if you really, really need it to, but I would say all of you can get it done in 1 paragraph. An introduction, 3 or 4 sentences worth of supporting evidence, and then 1 sentence for conclusion, and then call it done. Okay, just remember, just like usual, if you have any questions at all about this assignment or any assignment, that you make sure that you send me an email. My email address is posted, you can see on the slide here. Go to the Padlet site, send me a message through Google Classroom. Hey, however you need to get in touch with me, I'll be checking my email, checking Classroom and Padlet all day long. So please reach out if you have any questions about the essay or how to turn anything in. Just shoot me a quick email and I'll be happy to help you. All right, guys, good luck. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.